Hello folks and welcome back. In the previous episode we played with a Runecaster Blood Mage, and today we will continue with a Runecaster character, but this time we'll be playing with the Warlock class. I will be setting my intellect and willpower to 17, and agility to 10, and this will be our starting attributes. We'll be playing in normal. And let's open our character sheet, and I will be keeping this initial deck right here, but we'll be taking the intellectual perk, which out of the bat will increase our hand size to 6. Let's start. Warlock cards are powered by a resource called Nether, and we can get it from several cards like Hellfire Helix. Hellfire Helix deals 2 to 5 dark damage to a random enemy, and if your Nether is less than 6, then you get to recraft it. And once you end your turn, if you have still Hellfire Helixes, it will unravel and give you some action points back. So let's start by playing the Eldritch Grimoire, and now with the damage, with the additional damage synergized to the Helix, we can target it here. One got the normal damage, the other one got the chaotic damage, and we got another Hellfire Helix. Now notice that since this card has Echo, only one card can be echoing, so I attached it to my character in order for it to be usable each turn, because when you echo and your target dies, then the action dissipates. Let's end our turn. Study the Grimoire. I will take the Insight. Profane Might is another great Warlock card. Gives you Nether and also increases your dark damage. And if your dark damage has a bonus higher or equal to 4, then this card will also get damage synergy. So let's similarly, Infernal Shield will get Glutton if your dark damage has a higher bonus. We can't give this higher bonus currently, but still. Let's build up some more defense and dark resistance. Let's inflict bleeding on here. Remember, you can only inflict bleeding on live targets. Deads don't bleed. Run out of action points.
Oh no.
Reinforcements arrive. It's the point and the pond, and traditionally we let this guy here die and take the ghosts of remorse. Let's end our turn here. I will use the insight. So when you have cards with Unravel, they are not yet discarded. Let's get also the treasure map. We already have a treasure map, unfortunately. So let's take the other two things. We'll also take this. And the Abyssal Hunt, which is quite useful when fighting with enemies with flanking. I will use the XP cards. I will also use the treasure map. And I will take the two bombs. This is very useful to freeze some enemy, and this is very useful to fight enemies that are weak to silver, like the Infernal Dragon, for example. And let's go to our deck and remove all consumables. You already know how to fetch them if necessary. Discard this card too.
Level up.
We got a new level. He got burning, that's because our nether was 4 after the card resolved, and already expended 2, so you need 6 nether in order for this burn effect to kick in. And what burn does is causes the enemy to lose 5 hit points per burning status, so it's quite powerful. Let's end our turn. Now if I use this card once more, I won't be taking it back to my hand. So I will leave things here and play a Profane Might, summon a ghost. I will get the Ghost of Greed since that's our one benefit. And continue. Get the Shield of Darkness. And we are in Megi. Let's add some damage to our Hellfire Helix and attach it to Megi. All the bleeding here. And discard this shield because actually no one of them is dealing fire or dark, so are not that much useful. also forgot to turn on the verbose mode so you can watch the phases as well. And now that we have this additional nether, we can attempt to use this card on Maggie, but it has potential too, and all negative effects need to be able to bypass that potential. That potential need to bypass the enemy level in order for them to trigger, so won't work. But we could have instead inflicted the burning here on this one. Let's play another Hellfire Helix. We can't inflict bleed on here. We can inflict bleed on him, however. And burning as well, but I will use it on Maggie. And end my turn.
Oh no.
Reinforcements arrive. Let's play the Hellfire Helix. Play the Eldritch Grimoire. Use the Profane Might on Maggie. Abyssal Hand and the Hellfire Helix. And you also might want to add these demonic fetters to your deck once you get the card, because it's very useful when fighting living to immobilize them. We'll also be getting the Stalwart perk, which will give us some additional actions and regenerate per turn. So with 10 we'll be able to use any accessories we can find. Let's start with a Ghost of Envy. Envy is a very powerful effect that was 22 earth damage, because we are missing 17 hit points plus 5 equals 22. Let's get another Helix. I will play a Profane Might and end my turn. Get another Abyssal Hand. I will get the Lehur, use the Eldritch Grimoire here, Profane Might, Lehur, we'll add the bleeding here, and attack here. Also the retribution will be killing this one and this one as well, before they get to enrage and before they get to attack. So let's continue. And the Quicksilver Bomb, fetch them, start digging. This is very good accessory to have altogether. And let's move this to the discard pile and into our stash along with the iron ore. And I will equip the sandstone token, which will give us a steady regenerate rate. As you see, we went to 14. Let's add the bleed here. Attach this actually to this card and this to myself. Nether 3, Nether 6. Now we need to expend 3 Nether because this is an upgraded version, so the burn effect won't kick in. I can just end my turn. Now we have Nether 9. And now it can also inflict burning. 10 hit points, she will die. Let's also use this here. And use our envy in the skeleton. Ghost of envy.
Oh no.
Let's use the envy here. And the Hellfire Blade here. Get the weapon, you can also get the armor. Even if you don't want them, you can use them. But I will be equipping the Apprentice Hammer. The Eldritch Grimoire is an offhand item. And I don't want to trigger the town event just yet, so I will actually free usually we take this acrobat thief here, and he's amazing. And but also you can get any of these allies. For example, he might not deal damage, but he can stun targets, and he can bring an additional summon with chaotic. And he has some nice bludgeoning damaging card. So let's
just lead the way.
Bring him in. Also play his card. Hellfire Helix. Build some retribution, and then my turn. Right click, you can quickly cast spells to the first target. So this time actually I won't be taking anyone. Let's see what this I prefer to travel alone does, and what it does, it's let you loot a fallen inquisitor. I will get the Order of the Rose Amulet. Might be useful. Might be something to sell. her fire blade will inflict burning, and we can use it here. Not worried about this one, he will die from burn. You can't resist dodge with shields, neither you nor the enemies, and I will take the Ghost of Greed for this one here. This hunt is practically useless. Let's continue. The way the Ghost of Greed works is that you need cards in your hand to fuel the greed, and I will be using the Eldritch Grimoire with this greed synergy in one of the 15 hit points robbers. You can also follow up with a non-damage card and some damage synergy. Now deal with the heavy damagers and perhaps summon a Ghost of Pride.
Level up.
Ghost of Greed, and let's see what we have here. We have unlocked Kohar, which gives synergy multicast, Hadh, synergy Pride, and Tokhah, synergy Intense. I will just be taking the Kohar and will be removing one Ozar. We'll be removing the Purg since it's useful mostly when the enemies can bleed, but Kohar is universally useful. And from perks we'll be getting the Rite of Passage, which gives us resilience and -2 fire resistance. But we can now get the runic tattoos and start investing in the ink runes. Let's take it. I'll also increase my intellect. Close, continue. Let's add some pride. None of the debuffs worked. Let's draw a card, play her Fire Helix. Now she has 2 burning counters, that is lethal for her now. And no, I won't play anything, I will just end my turn. Let's pick some items to sell when we reach the town. And the boss is Cornwell. Has damage resistance in the dark element. So let's try to mobilize this one. Inflict vulnerability on this one. Boost our bludgeoning. I'll get the cost of greed. And my turn. Consecrate, in fact, is helping me because I'm not undead, I'm a living, but you know, it's kind of last moment resort. Attack also. And we can continue. Let's use this one here, and the vulnerable to here. Let's multicast this to our one and only enemy. Study the grimoire. So a more proper application for the multicast would be perhaps a profane might, so you can get more nether and dark damage, and now you can add burning. And my turn. Get the Lehurort. The zombie horde. They do bludgeoning damage, so this card in particular won't resist anything. But maybe if we invest a bit in dark damage, we can have it give us gluttony. This is not useful. We don't have any dark damage bonus. So they are flanking, we can benefit from the Abyssal Hand, get some of our defense back. We can also use the Ghost of Pride.
Why am I bound to this world?
Get back some of our defense, damage them. So he's empowered. That's why Pride didn't work. Apprentice stuff, a potion. Let's remove the potion to the stash. And actually I will be equipping my apprentice stuff. No, I won't, it's 200. I want my grimoire. Okay, so continue. This is when we have actually any allies. Our Warlock is too young to be able to command demons just yet. And he will, eventually. Let's put this also to the stash. I will get Marisol. Also sell some stuff I won't use. Like this. There was something in my stash, and I don't know. Sell that as well. And I will buy these bombs here. Move them out. So we have 2 of these and 2 of these. Cast that, and let's continue. Blood Zeonic. And our retribution defend. Distance retribution, and actually I will let them attack me. 6 more retribution will go to him. That's it. Get the Fehur. The zombie horde. And I will be getting to play the Ghost of Pride.
Why am I bound to this world?
Get Kohar, and now right click here to multicast 2 Prides. And that was 12 damage instead of 6. And that was it. We got an additional synergy pride, which got injected into my apprentice hammer, so 12 damage with 1 Ghost of Remorse. Hecate. Let's play the Hellfire Helix. We can use this because we have 7 Nether, that's enough to add the burning effect. You can also immobilize her, let her burn in peace, and finish this guy off. Now Pride won't do anything to Yocasti because she has 13 powers and it's a Pride of 13 in order to be affected by it. She also deals water damage, this won't protect us. And let's just attack with our cards that deal damage and play this. Let's bring in Marisol. As you recall, she's a royalty of the family, so she also comes with a bodyguard. I will let this card mutate into flank them. And attack with my ghost. Okay, and now my play is to... Marisol has an element of fire. I will use flank them here and right click Marisol to deal fire damage and follow up with your fire spell, the Flaming Hammer, because Hecate is vulnerable to fire. And I will continue. We'll level up soon. Let's play here Fire Helix. Lehurord. I will use it in the Marisol's ability, which also boosts our bludgeonic damage. Okahirth, yes. Marisol's ability. Lehurord. And now our Apprentice Hammer will deal 9 to 19 damage. We can also finish this one off and multicast this Hellfire Blade. Burning will kill this one. Okay, we leveled up. Let's see what we will get. Perks. We have 86 points to spend, and I will be getting the family secret, which will not only increase our greed, but will also increase our synergy pride. Tempting is also the Eldritch Arcana, because we'll unlock our Eldritch Arcana tree. What's the Eldritch Arcana 3? Synergy and Puner, okay. Can also get the Apprentice Hammer, but we don't have any summoning cards just yet. Can also get the 2 Dark and Fire damage trainings. But I will just take the family secret. Continue. Let's recheck what we can have here. I can't really afford any of these. I don't want to sell this either. Now either of these armors would be quite good to have. I'll just get some provisions and leave. Continue. Let's multicast this. Actually, we get to multicast the next. Light, slashing, light. Let's get back our defense. And this time our soul ability. This is level 4. Marisol is level 1 and I am level 3, so for potential for her ability. And we can also add burning to her, and this shield won't be helping her at all.
Oh no.
Reinforcements. Get back some of your defense. Continue. And this one and this one are the most dangerous adversaries in the room. Even though they deal less damage, you can use illusory copy and this one to multiply, assuming there is a noxious use of level 2, which there isn't, so let's ignore this one. And for the mimic, if you are wondering does there a level -1 level enemy exist, you can type it here. So if you type ancient mimic, you will see that the lowest of his kind is the level 4. So no, there is not a level 3 ancient mimic. Bloodsionic, poison, piercing. Let's use Marisol's ability. I don't want to use my silver bomb, but I don't mind using a frost bomb. He didn't get frozen though. Let's cut this. Burning will bypass all this shield, and I will just end my turn. Remove the bomb, the silver one. Let's use Profane Might. Also use the Flaming Hammer. This deals dark and slashing, so some dark resistance will be useful. Who deals slashing? This one. Can end my turn. Now let's finish him quickly before his ability harm Marisol further. Let's multicast our hammer. Now we'll just attack with Marisol here. So as you can see, sub-areas like the old temple, like the dungeons, the old ruins and stuff, overall have more dangerous enemies. But you also might find more interesting rewards. Aside from the perk points, gold and stuff you will get at the end here. I will discard this Marisol copy. Build some retribution. And kill this dungeon bred spider. Flaming Hammer, multicast my Eldritch Grimoire, Lehurord, Fehur, and this right here. let's use this one here. The spider avoided all damage. I can multicast my grimoire, draw some more cards, get another multicast, but now it's not necessary. And continue. And discard this Marisol. We only have Nether 3. So I'll use this. So the tough enemies in these areas here are perfect to gain some additional levels before moving on to the boss zone. And also to level your cards. Get some additional mastery and perk points. Let's get this little elixir here. Equip. Let's see his wares. Out of curiosity, nothing interesting.
Level up.
We got our level up. And let's see. We miss one more mastery to get access to the 15 mastery Warlock cards. It's okay. But let's see what perks we can have. Tough Corrupt, Dark Magic Training, Malevolent, Eldritch Arcana, +1 Strength, and Apprentice Summoner. I will take the Dark Magic Training for now. Boost my intellect to 22. And get also the let's get also the sturdy. This is poison, but we can still benefit from a bonus defend, and when it echoes, our defend will jump to 9, 7 after the attack. Attack with Marisol. Now this one is flying. Bring in the Ghost of Pride.
Why am I
add the grimoire, we can get the Ordwach car. Or perhaps another. No, I will get the Xorach. So as you can see, since we now have more mastery with Runecaster, we get to see much more interesting Runecaster cards than we did in the previous run. Let's use this here. Multicast. Now when you multicast a card that has expend, you only pay the expend cost once, but since the effect is chaotic, it ended up all here in the unlucky con artist. Now we can finish them like so. Now you can press D directly to go to your deck. I don't know what I keep pressing E all the time to go to the equipment. Let's stun or try to stun this one. Failing that. And continue. Before we continue though, let's see what skills we have with our newfound 15 mastery. We can also have a board, a roll, and Selhar, which I won't be using. But we get Enslaved Demon, which has as a special the Hellfire Helix, and I will be removing all 3 from my deck and adding 3 Enslaved Demons. We'll also get Hellfire Missiles. I will get 1 Summoning Circle. And 1 Taint. And continue. Another 7. We have that. Let's use my responsibility. I will discard the other copy of here. You can actually remove it from your deck till you need it. Where's my sword? Yes, it is. And this is interesting because it gives us synergy sneak attack, and it can double the damage of the card we will play. Let's see. Potential 6. Let's multicast our apprentice hammer. And get some defense too. Now, if you remember our Bloodmage's Runecaster was almost impervious to damage. That's because of the amazing armor we were wearing, and we still haven't found in this run. Let's move the bomb out. Continue. Take this. We sell it at the town. Almost there. I won't enter now this destroyed village. You should. Just trying to save some recording time. Let's sell our commodity. The equipment. And the dwarf Spelldancer is costly to recruit. He will stay for 11 rounds though, and his ability gives an assortment of mystic spells. This is very good to have. There is also Freya, which makes you lose all envenom and frostbite. That's a good thing, gives you defend. And Earth's Blessing, which boosts Earth and Plasonic. We can also get the Mountain Keep, which gives us the Times of War and Better Be Prepared, also quite good. Let's see if we can find the Mountain Keep cheaper. No, the old mine has a fixed price of 1000. Here it is, Mountain Keep. And now with a new property at hand, let's go and do a deck reevaluation. And I'm using this because it's much faster than just remove the stats and then use this button. This button is designed so if you don't want your stats, you can get rid of it without going here, hovering and deleting each one of them hand by hand. And you can also just hover in the first item and spam the minus icon. That would work too. Let's check our skills now. Novice Warlocks, bring in the failed experiments. Enslaved Demons, have Hellfire Helixes, Hellfire Missiles. Profane Mind. Hellfire Blade, let's add the Enslaved Demons. Kohar. Or actually, I think we have better multicast cards now. Fehur, Fehururt, Xorach. And Boats. So this summoning circle summons enslaved demons into our hand. I will use the Kohar as a filler. The stone. Let's use this. We can use this, it will trigger 3 times. Just one enemy got damaged though.
You will be begging for death soon.
Let's use the Hellfire Helix. And we can trigger this 3 more times. Discard the other copy of Marisol.
You will be begging for death soon.
So when an enemy takes flight, use your allies if they can harm them. If they can't, that's always a problem, especially if you don't hunt. Chaotic can harm flying targets, that's also something to keep in mind.
Oh no.
And after you drop them below half, if they use their flying ability, they lose it. Regular hammer as well. So 15, he needs a bit more, and I will take this for future. Also discard, play one.
You will be begging for death soon.
I can have 3 allies at a time. get the Profane Ritual. Great way to take advantage of our enslaved demons more. Discard Marisol. Play 2 Flaming Hammers. Draw some cards. Perhaps we can benefit from the Pride. No, we can't. From the Envy. Didn't go as expected. I will use Envy in my right click ability. Discard my soul. Now there is absolutely no reason to get these commodities because there is no more towns. There is no town in the final stage, but still we can now summon the mountain keep. Leave this to mutate. Play better, be prepared, and that's the same menu that you get when you click the hourglass button in the in Iron Man mode and harder. Let's take the Devil Eye. Synergy Envy. He doesn't get to stay because we don't have because it doesn't have any power unless you call him with a Devil Eye Husk. But let's use this. Now this requires Nether 4. With 8 it gets the burn of 3 bonus. Move it in the back. Lay my soul. And
You will be begging for death soon.
Profane Ritual.
You will be begging for death soon.
Found he's the replaceable.
Level up.
We gained a level. We'll also get to play. Better be prepared, no need for a camp. I will prepare for the challenges ahead. Get a Profane Might. Also check if I can gain a class perk like Dark Magic Expertise and Apprentice Summoner. And now our hand size is at the max 7. We don't have anything more here. We need Mastery of 30 to access more Warlock cards. No need to use this ability either now. Ah, frost, perfect. Perfect because we have Marisol in our little company. And with Nether 8 I can multicast this Hellfire Blade. And both of these enemies got the burning effect. Now let's sacrifice this one for a ghost of greed. We don't need even to sacrifice him because we now can have 4 allies at a time. Perfect. And synergize the grid into my Hellfire missile. And let's see, this one needs 15 damage to die. Move this one in the front. Bring in another one.
Be begging for death soon.
Let's focus. A Hellfire Helix. And I don't mind him attacking me. Let's end our turn. Discard the mountain keep. And we are in the final stage. Shouldn't have bring this card now, it's okay. Perhaps if we kill everyone here, get to use it. Play Kohar, multicast your blade, grid. Yes, we get to play this too. And prepare. So these two mutate to each other. There is also the Midnight Invocation. We now have access to tier 3 cards, that's cool. I won't get it though. Continue. Let's play this. With this. We also got the synergy of discard 2. Part of using this card. And at this point go for the strongest enemy. Let's use this here. We now have the necessary amount of damage to deal also the burning. Marisol's hammer here. And summon.
You will be begging for death soon.
Okay, continue. Bounce, back. Let's get this. We still haven't found the nice armor we had in the previous run. I will use Xorah. No, I will first get Marisol's ability, use Xorah, and then use Marisol's ability 3 times, like so. We can bring in the Ghost of Greed. Right click to use it. Discard this one. Continue. Let's discard Marisol. Her ability. Multicast it. Profane ritual here. We don't have enough nether. I will play Xorah and use the Greed ability.
You will be begging for death soon.
I'll get this anyway, just in case. We can equip the Occultist Cape if we want, but I'll just take the bombs at this point. It's the final stage, this is the final boss, and we can't use this vampire either. I'll just get those. Get the Ghost of Crown. Lehur. Right. Bring in one of these guys. Discard the Mountain Keep. My pride is too little. This one will add a pride of 10, so it's not enough. Let's get some defend, deal some damage, discard this guy. Let's continue. Study the Dusty Grimoire. Close it. Let's discard Marisol. Play the Times in War. Better be prepared. Profane Mind. Times in War, let it mutate. Better be prepared. Fehur. And the winner is Yokasti. Okay, let's see how we'll go right now. Get Greed. Add it here in the Eldritch Grimoire. Discard this one. Right click, Times of War. Play a Trinket. Ability. We still don't have enough nether.
You will be begging for death soon.
We have a fatigue, but let's prepare some elixir of tenacity. We have only silver ones. No, we don't have that. Got only bombs. Okay. So that went all in her shield, actually. Now the have a potential of fate. If we bring Yokasti's shield down and we can't follow up to kill her, discard this. Hammer. My water does great damage, or it was something synergized with. No, she has weakness for water. That's good.
Level up.
And that was it, folks. We finished one more run. We also got the Runecaster Mastery achievement. I was missing this one from my previous runs, and we can reincarnate. With the remaining tokens, I will unlock the Spelldancer class. And that's it. I'll be seeing you in the next episode. I hope you had fun and enjoy your fully unlocked Eranorth report. See you next time.